Welcome to the Lazy Chef. Today we are going to make spare ribs, pork spare ribs to be specific, but this time we'll work with ingredients that don't include very complicated things like barbecue sauce and soy sauce, just in case you don't have them, like I didn't have them for today's video. So the spices that we're going to use today: first, I have my ribs cleaned with vinegar and set aside. We have curry powder, we have salt, we have black pepper, and we have garlic powder, but mine is combined garlic pepper. We have chili powder, which is optional. We have cayenne pepper, which is also optional, depends on if you like chili or not. We have chicken masala, cumin powder, basil, we have oregano, we have rosemary, and oil, like cooking oil, that's set aside. We also have now the onions, the garlic, and ginger. For spare ribs, these fresh aromatics like the onions and the garlic, fresh garlic and fresh ginger, really bring out the flavor, so it's really important to have them. For the spices, a pinch of salt and black pepper, 1 teaspoon of curry powder and 1 teaspoon of chicken masala, 1 teaspoon of chili and 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of rosemary, half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of cumin. Then we crush garlic and ginger. Then we rub the crushed garlic and ginger on the ribs. You can leave it overnight, or you can cook it immediately or marinate it for a couple of hours. Heat up some oil and add the pork ribs and the onions for just a while, and add some water and let the whole thing boil for 1 hour or 1 hour 45 minutes or even 2 hours. You have to just keep on poking to check how soft it is as you add water continuously. I used some of the soup that's from boiling the ribs. I used it to make some rice, some turmeric rice on the side. And after that, I emptied the pork ribs from the stew or from the soup onto a different bowl. Then now we get into making of the sauce. So first thing, the only things that I needed was tomato paste, sugar, white vinegar, and some beef cubes. So I started by adding 2 tablespoons of tomato paste to a bowl. Then I went ahead and added some sugar. Sugar, you can vary it depending on your preference. Then I added some vinegar, also depending on your preference. You can add or put a little because it gives the tanginess, then the sugar gives the sweetness. Then I added some of the stock from the ribs, added more of the stock as well so that I have enough sauce to coat all the ribs. Then I went ahead and mixed it all up so that it forms a paste, a very thick type of paste. In the process, you can be tasting the sauce so that you can add sugar or you can add vinegar depending on how sweet or how tangy you want the sauce to be. On the pan, heat up some oil, and once the oil has heated, now we start frying the ribs. So we'll place the ribs into the pan, fry them till both sides get turn brown and crunchy, and also it's a way to also render some of the fat that hasn't been rendered during the boiling. Then now we can add the sauce that we've made. Just pour the sauce into the oil. Don't worry, it will start spurting out, but continue adding the sauce as you turn, and make sure that every rib has been coated with the sauce. Then we can now fry them for just a while to make sure that the coating sticks onto the ribs well. Then now you can serve. Yes. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and try out the recipe for a big serving or for a small serving works either way. You can change up the portions. And thank you so much for watching.